Oh, you saw me, didn't you? What it do, SGS is here. Video once again here. And this is another episode of Wrestling Throwbacks. Now, by myself, I did have a fucking partner. And by the way, sorry, I stumbled a lot. I had a lot of drinks. Well, you could say we had a bunch of 16 ounces of natural ice. Now, I know what you're going to say. Natural ice is a shitty beer. But I tell you what, it gets the job done. I am buzzed. I just drove back home. But enough with the whole drunk talk or anything. This is Wrestling Throwbacks. This is episode number 2. I mean, it can be whatever. I'm not going to mark it number 2. But this is the episode number 2. And Tito will be here, but we forgot about it. And I took him back home drunk. I'm home fine. And the second event, the second old school main event, it's another WWF event. So we might do a bunch of WWF events and then maybe WCW and ECW. But right now, the first two are WWE. We did the first one, which is Royal Rumble 1992, which you should check out on my page with Endo and Zach. Number 2 was going to be something else, but it was a Royal Rumble 1990. And I'm going to do my thoughts. I mean, some of the thoughts about it, because some of the matches were kind of fucking stupid as fuck. But I mean, Chico picked it out. He picked up 1990 and said, I've seen Survivor Series 1990 a lot. I will do a review for that for Wrestling Throwbacks because it's Survivor Series. I was supposed to do that in November last month for Undertaker's 25 years. Hopefully I might do that later on. I don't know. I might do it in 2016. I don't know. But Royal Rumble 1990. This is the whole event. This is the first time I watched this event in the whole entirety. And we drank a bunch of natural ices, which I think that was the key to surviving an event like this. And my buddy had a 6-pack of natural ices, which were 16 ounces. Which, yeah. We had 6 of these big babies right here, and we were gone, and I fucking did great. Well, let's just go into the event right now. It kicks off with, Tony Schiavone. I forgot. Tony Schiavone, who I know from WCW, from Nitro, and also before in NWA World Championship Wrestling back in the day. I think, 1989 through this year, I think, maybe in all 90 until, I don't know the whole story, maybe it's on Wikipedia and whatnot, but I know that Tony Schiavone, he did this pay-per-view with Jesse Ventura, but I think he did all of them until Survivor Series 90. I don't know the whole story, but he was there for a year, I think, maybe. Or maybe he was there from 1989. I don't remember the whole thing, but he was there for a year, basically. He was here now with Jesse Ventura. And it was pretty cool to see him, by the way. They did well. Jesse Ventura with his Mickey Mouse cap, and because they were at the Orlando Arena in Florida, which I really enjoyed. And the first match is the Fabulous Rougeaus, aka the All-American Boys, versus the Bushwhackers. Now, if you saw the Royal Rumble 1982 with Endo and Zach, this one of the matches. The Bushwhackers here, I'm not really a fan of in the WWF-esque way. I'm all about the Sheep Herders, which was Butch and Luke back in the day, and before they were the Sheep Herders, they were the Kiwis. And there's some matches, I think, with them at Stampede Wrestling in Canada with Bret Hart, I don't know if all the Hart from Stu Hart's organization. And this match, I mean, when I saw some stuff on the internet, on YouTube and shit, but when they were the Bushwhackers, I mean, it's just like this, and this match was okay. I'm not gonna rate matches either way. I'm just gonna give my thoughts about it. I mean, it's just a regular match. I was drinking all the time. I didn't care. I was talking to my wife. So some of these matches, it didn't really matter. It's just the Rumble was the one thing that took better in this place. But Bushwhackers win. because at the end of the match, Fabulous Rougeaus try to get Jimmy Hart involved and whatnot, and then he gets hit. And I thought like the Bushwhackers were going to lose because it's like, compared to their old style and everything, they were sucky as hell in WWF, and I'm surprised they had some wins here. But all they did was, I think Luke or Butch or somebody, one of them got him in the headlock and then did a battery ham and went after one of the Rougeaus. I think Jacques, yeah. I forgot what the other guy, but I remember Jacques. He was AKA the Mountie after the Fabulous Rougeaus run, and he hit the outside brother who was outside the ring, but Jack was inside the ring, and they both did like a clothesline battered ring, like 1, 2, 3. The Bushwhackers win. It's like, wow, okay. I'm not even, these matches I don't even care about. I mean, it's just how it was. That was the first match. The second match is another match that didn't give two shits about, and that was the Brutus the Beefcake against the Genius, aka Lenny Poffo, like Macho Man Randy Savage's brother. And talk about Lenny Poffo, I heard many rumors that in the locker room people caught him flexing his own body to make himself suck his own dick. And I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it is, but if it is, you are a sick motherfucker. That's what I gotta say about that. This match, they had no meaning to it. There was a few going on. Genius with his masterful, oh, Brutus Beefcake, you love my poems. I don't give a fuck. I mean, it doesn't matter. MW. But I mean, this match I didn't give a shit about. You know, and who won this match? Nobody. Because at the very end of the fucking match, Brutus Beefcake, no, the referee, Earl Hebner or his brother, I don't know who Earl Hebner's brother's name is, but there's twins, supposedly. And I need some gums, good, so I'm trying to keep the motion, but he, I think the Genius pushed Brutus Beefcake into the referee, so he fell down, and then out of nowhere, here comes Mr. Perfect, who the Genius was his manager, I think, at the time, or something. And he just beats the fuck out of him, and then he gives him the perfect plex, which is the fisherman suplex. Or fisherman suplex. And then he gets a chair and hits him, and then Earl Hebner, you know, whoever the referee is, saw him, and then it gets a double DQ. I mean, yeah, the referee got hit first, but then again, before Mr. Perfect came, Brutus had his scissors and cut some of his hair. So Earl must have had a little like this, looking out of the apron, saying, "You guys, I saw you cut his hair and being a dick. You're disqualified." And I saw Mr. Perfect helping the Genius. Double DQ, stupid shit. Okay, we're at the retarded match of the fucking night. The third match. This is the third match here. We are at the fucking third match. Ronnie Garvin versus Greg the Hammer Valentine. Now this is a submission match, or a quit match, or whatever. Just because this, I think this is the very first one in WWF history, WWF/E history, maybe. I don't know if it is true or not. But then you compare this match to fucking Steve Austin and Bret Hart is a different fucking world. I mean, this is early 1990, January, I believe, or February or something. I don't remember what the fuck it is. I don't care. But really, and this is too. The Fink, aka Howard Finkel, and everybody else knows this submission match. And you have Ronnie Garvin versus Greg Hammer Valentine, which they had a little feud going on, and whoever submission, you know, and throughout this match, I think about 6 times maybe, they went for the fucking pin. And it's like, it's a submission match. You should know what the fuck you're doing. And you guys keep going for the fucking pin all the time? What fucking embarrassing bullshit. I know it's fixed and everything, but guys, did you guys forget the fucking script? I mean, really, I don't understand what the fuck was going on. There's a thing where Ronnie Garvin has a brace on his foot, and it's called the Hammer Jammer or something, because Greg Valentine, of all other people, just like Ric Flair, maybe before that Buddy Rogers or whoever, had the figure 4 leg lock, and then he had had Jeff Jarrett and everybody else. His finisher was the hammer leg, which he had this little spring where she would use on shit. Well, Ronnie Garvin would have this thing, had this little brace on him, which you could feel it, called the Hammer Jammer. Well, throughout the match, they had those 6 ridiculous fucking, I'm pinning him. It's a submission match, you fucking retards. But Jimmy Hart's there trying to get Valentine, and when fucking Ronnie Garvin gets hit down, fucking Jimmy Hart fucking gets that jammer off his, the hammer jammer off his fucking foot, and then Valentine puts him in the figure 4, and you think it's all over, and whatnot, and then they keep going back and forth. I think Garvin then takes off the thing off the fucking hammer, Grand Hammer Valentine. And he ended up using the sharpshooter for the win. Now the thing about this match is, it was okay. This match would be the best single match, whatever match of the night, if it wasn't for these fucking little I'm pinning him, motherfuckers. They said before it was a submission match. Bullshit. We have a segment, Brother Love segment, with Senational Sherry about, Sapphire being an American Dream, the American Dream, that's the rules. Rest in peace. Sapphire, rest in peace. I think she's passed away too. But saying, she ain't coming. She's just this big, fat, overweight black woman being a communist and all that shit. And she comes out and they have a fight. And then here comes Macho King, Randy Savage comes out. And then Dusty Rhodes just comes out of nowhere. What a shot. Macho Man just came out of nowhere. And then 2 seconds later, here comes Dusty Rhodes. A little cool match. Dusty Rhodes gets him, but then they run away. Then we had the Royal Rumble 1990. Now, this Royal Rumble 1990, since I did the Royal Rumble 1992, 1990 compared to 1992. I mean, it's great. You see some good wrestlers here. I mean, right now, I'm trying to remember all this, because some of the stuff I didn't really watch most of it, because me and my buddy Chico were wrestling like it was back in the day. I don't know. I mean, there was stuff going on. I mean, you had the Dusty Rhodes fucking shit. I mean, I remember one, I think, was... Well, number 1 was Ted DiBiase. I don't know who number 2 was, and I really don't give a fuck. But he was like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that," and all this sort of shit. You had the whole Macho Man, Macho King, Randy Savage, Dusty Rhodes turn was coming up, and Macho Man came on this stuff, and then when fucking Dusty Rhodes came out, he said little bionic fucking elbow, and then he eliminates Macho King. Jake Roberts, good shit. Ray Piper was there. This was a cool, this is cool Rumble, and I watched, me and Chico watched half of it, and then we started wrestling around, and my son got wrestled around, and wanted to beat the hell out of both of us, so it didn't really matter. Then you had the family, which is Bobby Ray and himself, which is, I think this is the first Rumble too, maybe in Rumble before, where the managers got to stay out the whole time, where their person got eliminated, they just sit there still, anyone watched it, but then again, there were some managers that had more people in the Rumble, like Bobby Ray Hammond, Slick, Mr. Fuji. But the thing about this, I mean, it was an off and off battle. I mean, it was back and forth action. I mean, it was Jake the Snake Roberts, you had Rick Lamar Martel. You have all these great wrestlers, and then you have like Jimmy Snuka and all that shit. And this is like 5 months or January, February, March, April, May. This is like 10 months or 8, not whatever the hell it was before the Undertaker debuted. Undertaker's first Royal Rumble was in 1991. So, I mean, but Thing about though that I saw the thing about this in the Rumble, but I never saw it entirely, was the whole Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan rivalry, and this what starts the whole rivalry because they're both in the Rumble and Warrior comes out and just starts mailing everybody, and then after two other people come out or one people come out, here comes Hulk Hogan. Yada yada. They eliminate everybody and they have a little stare down, which is the key. This is the way it's as a. I was not born yet at this time. I was born in July 6, 1990. I think this is January, February, January. But the thing is, though, at this moment, watching as a kid, if I watch this, what magic do you have these two baby faces just staring off at each other like, fighting off for each other, and in this fight, and then they fucking I call it the double selection. They both run the ropes, and then they just double close on each other, and then after that, they sell their damage like they were just hit by fucking Superman. The Barbarian comes out and elbows both of them, and all sort of shit. And then out of nowhere, a couple moments later, Warrior's eliminated. Warrior with two other superstars are eliminated by Hulk Hogan, which sets Warrior off, but he leaves the ring. But I didn't watch most of it all after that, but the last two was Mr. Perfect, which was having a hot set from earlier the night with the Genius and the Brutus the Beefcake match. You have then you have him and Hogan face off, and Hogan eliminates him. I mean, you had Earthquake, Dino Bravo, some other people, but this Rumble here, I mean, it's okay, but out of the ending of this. The only thing that makes this event, I mean, just like I think out of the older Royal Rumbles, like my friend Brady said that Royal Rumble 1999 is the best Rumble that he thinks in his mind. I mean, it might be his opinion, but I think it's fucking stupid that he would pick the one that Vince McMahon won. Like, okay, that's your opinion, but that's you. To me, I think it's bullshit. I think it's one of the most gayest Rumbles in the world, but I'll review it regardless. But the thing right here, back to 1990, I'm just like, before the Royal Rumble, there was a Big Boss Man versus Jim Duggan match I forgot about, and it was a DQ. So really, it didn't really matter if I talk about the match anyway. Didn't fucking matter. I didn't really care what mattered. I was drunk as fuck. I didn't care. I wanted something to drink away for the matches if I would be entertained, but nothing. It was just about the Rumble. I think back in the day, just the Rumble was the key aspect of the match, the event. You know, I mean, besides Rumble 1992, you have I think like the only remembers about that is Roddy Piper winning his first ever WWF kind of title, which was the Intercontinental title against Jacques Rougeau, which is AKA the Mountie. Well, she just won it a couple days on, so he's probably one of the shortest Intercontinental champions of all time. But this Rumble, I mean, the only key moment here is the Rumble itself, with the Warrior and Hogan meeting off and squaring off to each toe to toe. That's what it is, and that's what became to be later on for WrestleMania 6. So, but altogether, it's a good event. I mean, I'm never going to rate events. I don't care. I mean, just compare this to the Rumble 92. Comparing the Rumble itself, I'm talking about, not the whole event here. The Rumble from 90 to 92, 92 still prevails because of all the stars they had back then, with including Ric Flair, and he had the whole Ric Flair, and all the stories too. You know, Ric Flair was in 2 storylines there. He was storylines with Hogan and fucking Roddy Piper throughout the year before the Survivor Series match. And then you got fucking Savage and fucking Jake Roberts, and you had the Undertaker coming out beating the fuck out of everybody, which he was in 91 as well. But there were so many storylines leading up to that. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it real well, but other than that, I mean, Hogan wins, prevails. It's every Royal Rumble. If you haven't seen this Royal Rumble, check it out. I think it's pretty good just to watch. You know, I think this is the only the Royal Rumble that Dusty Rhodes competed in. Some others, I think. I don't know, but this is pretty good. And I'm out of here. It's almost 20 minutes long. I'm STS here. This is Wrestling Throwbacks, and this is for Royal Rumble 1990. I hope you guys enjoy this. I will post out another review whenever I get the time to watch another review. So, STS, peace. I'm out. See you later, motherfuckers.